Hey everybody, we're going to look at today Bort from the Mighty Orbots. Now this one is called Pilot TJ from the Armorsaurs. You can see by the dust that I bought it and then forgot about it. I mean seriously, I was so excited. I got them as I could find them. Now there was a few that were like going for $15. I was like, no way Jose, I'm not spending over $10. And so I patiently waited it out and just kind of waited and waited and waited. So this one right here, on the back you see that it has build your armor, and he comes with a tree full of sprue full of like all kinds of stuff here. They all have different weapons, and I feel like I'm gonna have to bring out a plate in order not to get those weapons all over the place. Oh, you know what, I had this soap dish that I was going to use as a butter dish, but I wasn't sure if the plastic was okay with food. I just wanted a butter dish in my refrigerator that can be fully closed, and nothing fancy, just something that would fit butter. And this was like a little short, but you can always cut the butter off. Anyway, plus it's blue. There we go. So yeah, I was like, this is perfect for $1 for a butter dish. All right, so we got TJ Pilot's Cobalt, which is the Triceratops, which is interesting, isn't it? Doesn't Billy the Blue Ranger also do Triceratops? That's strange. It's like they were Power Rangers, but not really. This line is such a mystery and an enigma to me. It came and went, and I don't know anybody who's talked about it since and before. I jumped on it right away, found a few reviews, and now but nobody's talking about it. Even the people in the 313, or the 313, what am I saying? The 118 community, I was trying to say 3 3/4 and 118 at the same time. They're not even talking about it anymore. It's like, they were like, oh, it looks interesting. And then, nope, nobody's talking about it at all. Not anybody I know, at least. So for his main melee weapon, oh, and if you're waiting for me to give out that Roblox, just wait till the very end, and I will still not give it out because I hate the Roblox. What they are doing to children lately is unacceptable, and they need to crack down on that. All right, so I'm guessing from the clamping right here that this goes on this. All right, could be around his head. Let me double check here. It doesn't really show here how to put it on. I mean, it looks like it go like this, so that's what I'm going to go with because of the contour of his body, but it also seems to be pushing away from his body instead of clamping into that hole. Like it's, see what I'm saying? It's like right there, so it makes me think it goes the other way. All right, there we go. So it goes like that's like the spine right there is what I was thinking. All right, so let's see how the articulation is. So his weapon's interesting. I just wanted to, oh, look, it becomes a single axe to a battle axe or a double axe. Okay, that's interesting. All right, so let's see what the articulation is like. So he's got an armpit action that goes out like this. He rotates with his humongously disc rotating shoulder pads, which doesn't rotate with his arms, so you're going to have to either rotate them in tandem or, yeah, that's kind of weird. Okay, let's see. He doesn't have a bicep swivel, and he does have the old fork, so I must have been imagining. I swear I thought they had the arms like everybody else is doing nowadays, like right here, like this, you know, the bicep swivel down at the elbow, but they don't. It's not the end of the world for me. I still like these figures. All right, let's take a look at that face, because the face is really cool. There was a 5-pack that had translucent looking figures, and the faces on them looked so awful. I was like, nah, I would rather pay $10 for each one than save a few pennies and buy the 5-pack. Yeah, I think this face looks a lot better than the other one. The one that was a big giveaway was the red one. He looks like he's got some kind of weird gas mask on him. All right, so they bend at the elbow, and let's see, the rotation for the wrist is at the elbow as well. So he does have the same articulation. I was thinking he was crapped out on his articulation, but apparently I was wrong. So it's been a while. I should have done these months ago. I just got so busy with some other stuff. Spring came, and I wanted to get outside and get some cleaning done, and now it's summer, and it's too bloody hot to do anything outside. All right, so his feet obviously can do 90 degrees. He also has a boot cut, but the boot cut's slightly hindered. I do like how he's got a lot of ports. Now, that's one thing I noticed about him. Oh, I didn't notice that paint there. That's good. He does have the holes on his feet, which are useless because nobody comes with stands anymore. But he does not have any holes on his body at all for anything other than just the feet. There's no ports, there's no plugins, nothing. But then again, he's not going to be a robot, he's going to be Rob of the Orbots, and this is going to be Bort, who can shapeshift. See, he's already shapeshifting, he's got his hand in super huge mode. Now, it looks like you can't change it back to normal size. Like, this is not like something you plug into it. That is actually the molding for his hand. So, I don't like that. I wish it would came like this, but has something to plug on top of it. You know, maybe it's not over. Maybe on this sprue tree we'll have an extra, a normal hand. I don't see it. Alright, let's get this off of here. I need to get my nippers. Okay, so on the back it shows that you have these. It's showing you the blue parts here. They're all blue, but I think it's showing you the main parts that you need to use for this configuration right here. So you have over-the-shoulder arm cannons, a shield for his chest, a little tiny blaster, and then it just talks about his being a pilot. So if you want to build this particular one, you have to use those particular weapons. So let's see again, we have the two things right here, the blasters. And if you don't have nippers, you can always use fingernail clippers. They do just as fine. Let me point the camera down. I know that doesn't seem like much, but it definitely is a big difference of having to raise things up constantly to make sure you let you see it. All right. So has anybody actually watched the cartoon? It seems to be for children. I haven't seen it. I think I tried to watch one of the episodes and I fell asleep. It was not for me. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is a while back. They were all bickering about something like, I'm not good enough, or you're better than me, or something stupid. And I was like, oh, this is so asinine. I cannot take it. I don't watch things for drama. Too much drama in real life. All right, it appears that those are the things. We got the shoulder, the chest plate, and then we got two gears at the bottom, which are right here. Looks like little gear donuts. Has anybody actually gotten these at your stores? Because I have never seen them at my Walmart, and we don't have a Target. So I've never seen a Target at my Target, because we don't have a Target. And then the chest plates. We got the chest plate for the main configuration they want us to do, or they show us to do. And then of course you can do all kinds of things with other pieces. That's why this is kind of like exciting for me, because it's 1/18 scale, number one. Number two, it's like Goliath, because you got lots of pieces. You can configure your own little things. And it's also like Micronauts to me, Micronauts / Micro Man. It covers a lot of areas of our childhood, going back to the 70s for most of us here, and then the 80s for some of y'all that are a little bit on the younger side, and even a few of you are in the 90s, not your 90s. So this gives me a very Micronaut feeling, and then also the whole. All right, so I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, on his shoulders, there's cannons, but there's linked into something else, and I guess that's what let's show something else here. Okay, it shows this just magically by itself, so maybe it's trying to tell you got to use that for that, but I think there's something else going on here, because that does not look the same. All right, we'll see if we can do that. Bloody smeg. There's no hole on top of it to do that, so if I was going to do that, I have to do this. I'm about to say there's definitely more at play here. Alright, so let's see. What they didn't tell us to do was to nip off some more things. They're not really telling us anything. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm thinking is this piece right here is what we needed for the old over-the-shoulder action. Kind of looks like the piece that goes right there. See that right there, that piece? And it goes on the side of it right here. And that piece would be the piece to go into the back somewhere. Okay, it's not giving me really much at all to work off of. I'm not sure where it's plugging into. That's what I'm trying to figure out. It must be plugged into something else that's plugged into something else in the back that we just can't see. So if it was plugged into this, then the guns would be way back here. And this does not look like that. So I'm guessing there's even more stuff in the back. So it's one of these things you're just going to have to figure out on your own, because it ain't going to help you. It just ain't going to help you. All right, so there we go. We got all places all over him to plug in. So the positives are he's small. He's got all these extra pieces. You can do whatever you want to with them. The negatives is they don't tell you what they're doing here exactly. They just kind of like show you, here you go. They don't show you the back. We have no idea what they're doing in the back. We have to use pieces we don't know what to do with them. The other negative thing I would have to say is that the gauntlet is permanent. There's no way of taking that off and making him look symmetrical. Other than that, I think it's a really beautiful figure. I do like the clear, translucent armor and things like that. It does add to the whole, you know, Micro-Man of it. And of course, Atlas is standing over here. And then if you want to play with him with modern figures, here is Brainiac, which is pretty good scaling. And then here's those new figures they came out with, which are not even close. All right, y'all have a great day. And again, definitely pick them up. Even though probably by now, I mean, nobody's talked about them. Nobody's done anything with them. I've not seen anything. I bet you these are on clearance for like dirt cheap now at your stores if you have them. We have never had them at our Walmart. So, and at this point, I don't think we will. It just seemed to have been one of those things that came and went and nobody blinked an eye at it. All right, y'all have a great day. I'm going to probably play with it a little bit before the next video and see if I can get that armor working.